Good morning, Legends, and welcome back to Northside TV.
Here is the latest edition of the Weekly Northerner for Friday, August 29th, 2025.
Hey Northside, the Marching Legends are bringing the heat with their annual Nelson's Chicken Sale next weekend. The grills get fired up on Saturday, September 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Grab your pre-sale tickets from any Marching Legend and support the band while enjoying some seriously delicious chicken. Don't miss out. Come hungry and show your legend pride. Chicken plus music equals legendary.
If you want to keep the best memories of Northside, you are in luck. The 2026 yearbook is now on sale at a discounted price for a limited time. You can either get the original package with just the book starting at $55, or you can get the signature package starting at $73. You can also get a name plate, protective cover, photo packets, and more. But hurry, this deal ends in 2 weeks on September 12th and is only available on the Jostens website.
The robotics team needs you. Come see us in H111 after schools on Mondays and Fridays. That is today, in case you already forgot. Learn new skills and meet great students from all over the state. The Iron Legends have a role for every student, regardless of your skill set. See Mr. Fisher in F209 or Mr. Hartman in F201 for more info.
The Guidance Schoology page is updated and ready to help all students succeed. You can find everything there, including counselor info, transcript requests, in-house college visits, scholarships, and all senior info.
The Creative Writing Club has made its return. The club meets after school every Tuesday from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. in the new and improved Media Center.
Interested in joining the auditorium crew? Come help build sets, learn the backstage area, help set up for events, and much more. They will meet again after school in the crew room at A Circle once we return from Labor Day weekend. Email Miss Doherty with any questions.
Teachers and staff, there's still time to join Northside's PTSA. It only costs $10 to be a member for the school year, and you will have access to discounts from local businesses. You can scan the QR code on the screen to pay online, or you can stop by and see Mr. Thomas in H103 to pay with cash or a check. And any new teachers who have already joined Northside's PTSA can stop by and see Mr. Thomas for a welcome shirt.
Yo Chat, Kids Surviving Cancer will have its next meeting on Tuesday, September 2nd in room F209. Come get info and learn how you can be an important part of a young child's life dealing with cancer. See Mr. Fisher in F209 with questions or to get involved.
Now it's time for your weekend weather update from Wayne 15 with today's forecast and what you can expect going into next week.
Grab those hoodies and Nike Techs. Today feels like October with cool temps reaching 70 degrees and partly cloudy skies, but don't worry, the chill won't last long.
Starting Saturday, we're turning up the heat a little. The highs reach the mid-70s and the overnight low will be around 50 degrees. Sunday gets even warmer, and by Monday, hello holiday, we're hitting the low 80s.
That summer-like feeling hangs around through midweek before cooler temps make a comeback. So enjoy the sun, stay hydrated, and make the most of our first 3-day weekend, Legends.
And now for your Legends Sports update.
Tonight, the football team has its next game of the season and is looking to go 2. And the Legends will host the New Haven Bulldogs on senior night at Chambers Field. Kickoff at Chambers Field is at 7. This week's student section theme is Blackout. Tickets are $7.
Tomorrow morning, the girls and boys teams cross country are headed to DeKalb for the Barron Classic. The starting gun goes off at 9:30. Also, the JV football team is back in action as they host New Haven. Kickoff at Chambers Field is at 10. Good luck, Legends.
Good luck to all of our Legends competing this weekend. Here's what else is upcoming for Northside's athletics.
there is a new unified sport at Northside, bocce ball. The team practices once a week after school on Wednesdays from 2:30 to 3:30. Meet in room C105 to start. If you have any questions, see Miss Studebaker in room C105. There's still time to get involved and join the team.
Any girl interested in wrestling for Northside this season should attend preseason workouts. They will take place 3 days a week on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 in the weight room. See Mr. Knox with any questions.
If you're interested in playing for the boys volleyball team, keep an eye out for some future announcements and flyers around the school. Open gym will get started next month. Stay tuned.
Coming up, you'll hear from Ms. Graham in the Media Center. You'll get a look inside the newly remodeled space, Staff 101, and more.
Hi Northside, welcome back to Media Moments with Miss Graham. I would like to remind you that this summer, when we had our refurbishment, we had to get rid of a lot of books. Don't worry, they were the old and outdated ones. But we got rid of a lot of books because our overall shelf footprint got smaller. The layout that we have now has less bookcases. That means that even when we started setting stuff out this school year, we realized we had too many books still. So there are free books in the atrium again. These books, some of them are biographies and memoirs, some of them are history books, some of them are like giant coffee table books. If you're interested in books that normally cost $80, come see what we have available to you. Now I say that they're outdated, but sometimes it's that it's circulated so many times we've had to replace it, or we have something that's slightly more up to date in the collection. So it doesn't mean that it's necessarily from the 60s or something like that. But come see what we have. It's in the cubbies within this atrium, the area between the hallway and the library proper. And then there's also bookshelves and carts out in the hallway that you can take a look at. I also wanted to let you know about some new books that we have in the Media Center. I've been focusing on buying nonfiction, which means fact or information books. For instance, we have Home Ec for Everyone. Back in the day, we used to have a class called Home Ec, and it was called Home Economics ultimately. And it was all the things that you need to know to, like, get by in your house. How to cook, how to fix things, how to design or decorate, all kinds of stuff. So this is a book that goes into things as simple as fixing zippers that are broken to cake decoration. So if you're interested, stop by and grab this from the new books section. Here's one that I don't know about you, but I use these kinds of tips all the time. 10 minutes to better mental health. Your mental side of things is just like a body in that it can be healthy, it can be unhealthy, it needs to be grown and conditioned and strengthened. If you're looking for books that do step-by-step guides for teens using CBT and mindfulness, this is the book for you. I feel like I was just recently helping someone find resources like this, and this new book just came in, so come back and see me. And here we have a young adult's guide to investing. I get asked about this all the time if I have books on investing and entrepreneurship and whatnot. We do now, so come check these out. They're brand new. They're positioned on top of the nonfiction section, standing up and waiting for you. So stop by the Media Center. Thanks for listening, Northside. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun.
Hi, welcome to this week's version of the Dad Jokes with Miss Witt.
And Mr. Fritcha.
Hey, Mr. Fritcha, I got some jokes for you. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so he's going to do his best to answer these. I have total faith. All right? Here we go. What's the difference between a man wearing pajamas on a bicycle and a guy wearing a tuxedo on a unicycle?
That's too much for me to even think about.
That's why I said it real slow, because I was like, let's take it piece by piece.
I'm a math guy,
How about
not a reading guy.
a tire?
Oh,
A tire.
tire. Oh,
and a tire.
So, yeah, the difference there is math related.
All right, so why do melons have weddings?
Why do melons have weddings? I think I know this one, actually.
Oh.
So they Can elope.
Yeah, because
yeah.
they can
Yeah,
elope.
shout
See?
out to Eminem there. That's a song.
I love that. I don't get why bakers aren't wealthier. Do you know why? Why would I think that they should be wealthier?
Because they have a lot of bread.
They have a lot of dough,
A lot
which
of
makes
dough
bread.
and
So
bread.
hey, here we
Yeah,
are.
you know what? Either or.
All right.
Cool.
What do you call a bee that never made it into the hive?
I'm stumped.
A wannabe.
I wanna be. That's a good one. I like that.
That is a good one. All right.
I wanna be.
All right. It's easy to convince ladies not to eat Tide Pods, which that was a thing with kids here a while back, eating
remember
Tide
that.
Pods.
I can't.
So it's easy to convince girls not to eat Tide Pods, or ladies. It's harder to deter gents.
Detergents. I get it because they're detergents. That's
Detergents,
good.
gents, gentlemen.
Gentle
Right.
dudes. I like to say ladies and gentle fish in my classroom.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Gentle
they're always
fish.
so confused when I say
I'm going
it.
to say that from now on. I'm using it.
Perfect.
All right. The World Tongue Twister champion just got arrested. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I hear they're going to give him a really tough sentence. That's a dad joke.
Yeah, that is a dad joke.
All right. Here's some school ones. You ready for the school ones?
Ready for the school ones.
Where do bad rainbows go?
Bad rainbows?
Don't overthink it.
All right, I have no idea. I started thinking about a leprechaun.
See, I knew you were
Lucky
going to go too
Charms.
far. Where do bad rainbows go? Prism.
Prism.
Don't worry.
Okay,
It's
that's
just
a
a
good one.
light sentence.
All right,
That
did
was
you
a
add
good one.
that? That was good.
Oh, that's why I'm here. Dad jokes. Catch me here every week. All right. How do you got to know this one. How
Okay.
do you find Will Smith in the snow?
Listen for the slap. I don't know what.
That was a good guess. You look for Fresh Prince.
Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Keep his name out of your mouth.
Math.
Yeah.
How do you measure the mass of an influencer's following? You just did math with me in the hallway.
I did. But
Killing it with math. How do you measure the mass?
An influencer's. No idea. Zero clue.
By Instagrams.
By Instagrams. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all we have for you today. Hope you enjoyed this version of Dad Jokes.
Oh yeah, with Miss Witt, Mr. Pritchard.
Mr. Fritcha.
My name is Kavion. This is Staff 101.
Okay.
And here today, I'm just going to be asking you a couple questions
Okay.
about your role, what you do here, and stuff like that. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Okay. So my name is Sachelle Rose, but you can call me Miss Shell or Miss Sachelle. I don't really want to be called Miss Rose. It makes me feel old. And I am the therapist here at Northside. I just started the day before school started. So, yeah.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, our first question we got for you today is, what do you do here at Northside?
So what my role here at Northside is to help students with mental health struggles. And so for every student that looks a little different. For some students that's conflict with other students. For some students that's things that are going hard things that are happening at life, at home. And then for others, it could just be like self-esteem issues. It could be anger issues. It could be a number of things. But I work with students to come up with coping skills or problem solve to help them get through whatever it is that they're dealing with, because ultimately your mental health affects all other aspects of life. It affects your ability to do your schoolwork. It affects your ability to interact with friends. It affects a lot of different areas of your life.
Yeah. And here's a follow-up question. What did you do previously before coming to Northside?
So before coming to Northside, I actually had 2 jobs. I worked at Hope Alive, which is transitional housing for women. So women who were previously incarcerated, had substance use disorders, or were homeless. We would take them in and I would provide counseling services for them. And then I also worked at Crosswinds, which is just another therapy place that I worked for, but it was a little bit different because Hope Alive was for more low income people and Crosswinds was people who had insurance. So it was just a little different, but basically the same work.
The second question is, what inspired you to do just this job?
So the thing that inspires me to do this job is, one, I have children of my own, and so I get it from that aspect, but then I get it also from the aspect of I was a teenager once. I remember what it was like to be a teenager, and being a teenager is really hard. I think relationships as a teenager are hard, and I feel like when you are a teenager, a lot of times you go through life feeling like people don't understand you or you don't have anybody in your corner. And so I feel proud to be that person that people can come to and talk to about the stuff that's hard or that they feel like people don't understand.
Yeah. What is a big challenge you face doing this kind of work?
Honestly, a big challenge that I face is sometimes I get a little tearful. Okay, so sometimes people tell me hard things and it can move me and I will get tearful if they get tearful. So I'm a crybaby.
Yeah. I know you kind of answered this question already, but how do you help students?
So I help them with a lot of different things. It just kind of depends on what a student is bringing to me. Sometimes it's just relationship stress, figuring out different relationships, whether that's with a parent or a significant other or another student. It could also be coping skills. Some students experience some depression or some anxiety that makes doing the day-to-day things hard. And so it might be figuring out what can we do to make things a little bit easier so you can go to that next class. So it just depends a lot of times on what the student needs. And I work with the student to identify goals that they have or things that they want to accomplish.
Yeah. The fifth question is, what are the possible outcomes of helping students?
I think that the greatest outcome is that a student can come in here and be who they are authentically, because I think it's really hard to do that, to be your genuine self. Come here to be in a space where they're not judged, where they feel safe to be who they are, and where they can feel like somebody sees them and hears who they are and understands them.
Yeah. Now for our closing questions, how long have you been doing this?
So I graduated with my master's degree in 2023. But an intern. So I guess I've been doing it for about 3 years.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Can a student come to you about anything?
Absolutely anything. So I work from a person-centered theory, which means that it's about the person that comes to me, but then also I view every person with unconditional positive regard, which means that unconditionally, no matter what you tell me, I view you positively, in a positive light.
Where can students find you?
So I'm in the guidance area. I got a name tag that's coming for my door, but if you come into the guidance office and you make a right, I'm that first office, actually in Miss Fear's old office.
What times are you free or available to talk to students that need it?
So right now I don't have a caseload. I'm still building my caseload. So my schedule's pretty open unless I receive a referral, which a referral can come from a teacher, a parent, or a student. And then I will reach out directly to a student that is in need. But outside of that, if a student emails me because they have a concern, then I can send for them in class. So that'd be something that I could do.
Okay, do you work alone? Is there anybody else help you do this kind of stuff here?
There is. So I actually work very closely with Mr. Phillips, who I feel like everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get on that level, so hopefully this helps. But I work with Mr. Phillips, and then I also work with Miss Gabby, who is she's a mental health intern.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Dog. Cold or hot?
Hot.
Hot. Mornings or nights?
Nights.
Nights. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Be invisible or read minds?
Wait, be invisible or what?
Or read minds?
Read minds.
Read minds. I feel like that's perfect for you since
What I do.
yeah. If you had one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
Pizza. That's my favorite food.
Yes.
What is your favorite animal?
I like llamas.
Llamas. Okay. What is your DJ name?
My DJ name. That's a
DJ
good
name.
one. I don't know. I've never thought of that. I personally think my name as a whole is like a good, just any kind of name. Sachel Rose. I just think
That is.
it's a
that
good
is
name,
unique.
right?
It is
Like
unique.
Sachel Rose.
Yeah. Roller skating or ice skating?
Roller skating.
Roller skating. All right. Well, thank you for doing this interview with us.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming down and talking with me. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Thanks for tuning in. That's all for today's edition of the Weekly Northerner. Don't forget, we don't have school Monday because of Labor Day.
Have a great day, legends. We'll see you back here next week.